If you're a fan of Bluey, you've probably noticed that the show is packed with hidden details. However, even the sharpest eyes can miss a few things now and then. For instance, did you know that in the episode Onesies, there's a hilarious scene where Brandy steps on Bandit? Let's start with a super interesting detail about Chili that many people may not have noticed. The outfit she wears during playtime in the episode Sleepover is actually part of her work uniform. That's right. Contrary to popular belief, Chili's profession isn't just full-time mom. In fact, Mrs. Healer works in airport security at Brisbane Airport, and the cap she wears during playtime is a real piece of her uniform. While the girls are at school, Chili is out there ensuring airport safety. This is just one of the details you might have missed in Bluey. Join us as we uncover 20 more hidden gems in the world of the little blue Australian pup. Let's dive into the world of Bluey and discover more subtle details. Now, talking about the Onesies episode. This is where we first meet Brandy, Chili's sister, and there's a detail that many viewers overlook. During a playtime scene with Bluey and Chili inside the car, Bingo appears dressed in her leopard costume. After scaring everyone from the car trunk, Bingo causes everyone to jump out of the vehicle. But did you notice something? For Brandy to exit the car, she has to step on Bandit, who's lying on the ground pretending to be exhausted after the little leopard's attack. Even though it's not shown explicitly, there's no way she didn't step on poor Bandit. Honestly, Bandit suffers so much in this series. Who else feels sorry for him? Another hilarious moment happens in the episode where the healers go to the supermarket. As Chili, Bluey, and Bingo walk around, they pass by Winton and his dad, Cornelius. Here's the detail. Winton is holding a bitten hot dog, while Cornelius is holding two hot dogs, one bitten and one untouched. This raises a long-standing question. Who was the third hot dog for? This mystery was only resolved 2 years later during the Bluey Fest. A marathon of 100 episodes aired on ABC Kids. In a promotional image, Cornelius is seen handing that same hot dog to the terrier's mother. Good thing the hot dog didn't go bad after all that time, right? Still talking about the Onesies episode, there's another fascinating reference many people might have missed. Have you noticed that the leopard onesie Brandy gives to Bingo looks familiar? It closely resembles the costume worn by a character in the movie Bluey watches at the cinema. Perhaps Brandy saw the same movie and, inspired by it, bought the leopard and zebra onesies for the kids. Once again, Bluey amazes us with its subtle connections between episodes. And since we're on the topic of Cornelius, here's a fun detail that shows how much he loves hot dogs. In other episodes, he's also seen eating the same snack. In the episode Cinema, for instance, Cornelius is holding a hot dog in one hand and popcorn in the other. In the episode Market, when Bluey buys an apple from him, he asks Winton to use the $5 to buy a giant hot dog. Are you someone who also can't resist a hot dog? Cornelius certainly stays loyal to his favorite snack. Just be careful with those calories. Moving back to Bingo, it seems her connection with wild cats runs deeper than she realizes. In another episode, Mackenzie's mom paints Bingo as a tiger, and, of course, poor Bandit becomes the perfect victim for this playful tiger. The two end up walking through the park holding hands, with Bingo fully embracing her wild feline persona. Luckily, it seems she wasn't hungry that day, right? Finally, let's return to the episode Butterflies. In this episode, Bandit seems to carry a true bad luck charm. It all begins when Bluey sticks her bracelet on Bandit's tail, and from that moment on, nothing goes right for the dad. First, he finishes fixing the swing and goes to collect clothes from the clothesline, but Bluey throws everything to the ground while searching for Bingo. Then, Judo scares Bandit as she walks past, making him drop everything again. By the end, the three girls attack him, and the clothes fly everywhere. That bracelet stuck to his tail brought nothing but bad luck for Bandit. Imagine when Chili finds out all the clothes are dirty again. If you're a Bluey fan, drop a blue comment below so we can get to know you. Even though no one in Bluey really wears clothes, sometimes it seems like they have invisible pockets. In the episode Phone, Chili does something very curious. She's holding a phone in her paw and suddenly stores it as if she has a secret pocket hidden in her fur. And this isn't an isolated case. Have you ever wondered how many invisible pockets each character in Bluey might have? On their backs, in the front, or on both sides? Seriously, this is one of those questions we'd love to ask the creators of the show. Imagine how funny it would be if they made an episode revealing the secret of the invisible pockets. That would be hilarious. In the episode Ragdoll, the 24th episode of Season 3, there's a very funny moment where Bandit is forced to go down the stairs in a very unconventional way by his daughters. While this is happening, he passes several photos on the wall, and one stands out, Chili holding a first-place trophy. This raises an intriguing question. Is Bandit the only former athlete in the family? Or does this trophy suggest that Chili also had her glory days? Considering her love for field hockey, it wouldn't be surprising if this trophy were from a big match where she shined. Speaking of sports, it's easy to see that Bandit also had a glorious past in athletics. In the episode Dad Robot, we get clear evidence of this. When Chili and the girls are fixing Bandit's equipment, you can see a first-place trophy with a rugby ball next to it in the background. This subtle detail gives us a glimpse of Bandit's good old days playing rugby with his brothers and friends. It also explains those nostalgic dreams he sometimes has, don't you think? Here's another interesting detail. Remember that rugby ball? Its story doesn't end there. In the episode Double Babysitter, while Radley and Frisky are saying goodbye to the family, you can spot that same rugby ball in the background. Or is it just a coincidence? Since everything in Bluey is usually interconnected, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the exact same ball. I can't help but imagine its full story. How did it end up there? Who won it? Maybe one day the series will give us a special episode to reveal this sporty saga. Now let's talk about another super interesting detail, the drawings Bluey and Bingo love to make. In the episode Double Babysitter, while the girls are having fun with their babysitters in a game of 20 questions, there's a drawing stuck on the wall in the background. If you look closely, the drawing shows the two little pups, Bluey and Bingo, in their own artistic versions. This raises a question: who made this drawing? Based on the style, I'd bet on Bingo. But what about you? Wouldn't it be fun to see the kids competing in an episode to determine who's the better artist? Now, let me go back to the episode Ragdoll. Have you noticed the picture on the wall when Bluey and Bingo try to push Bandit, turned into a ragdoll, through the door? In the picture, many think Socks is the one portrayed, but it's actually Stripe, and he's not alone. You can clearly see Bandit and Bob teasing him, with Stripe's angry expression leaving no doubt. This shows that it wasn't just Bandit teasing his younger brother. Bob was also part of the mischief. Younger siblings really go through a lot, don't they? And there's yet another hidden detail in the same episode. If you pay attention to the top of the stairs, near the Easter egg of the long dog toy, you'll see a sticker of Planet Earth. Here's the coolest part. This sticker seems to be the same one that appears on the healer's car seat, and it's almost peeling off. It's possible the girls took the sticker from the wall and stuck it on the car seat, which explains why it's falling off. Do you think it got there during one of their playful adventures? While we wait to find out the answer to this question, click the subscribe button so you don't miss our next Bluey videos. Speaking of stickers, let's revisit Bob Bilby. We noticed that none of those stickers were on the car seat back then. This is one of the most amazing things about Bluey, its sense of continuity. The show demonstrates how the Healer family's home evolves over time, just like any real family's home does. Small details like this make all the difference. Switching topics, did you know that the Healer family has an official pet at home? That's right, it appears in Bluey's official game. When exploring the family's house in the game, you can see a fish tank with a small red fish swimming peacefully inside. This means it's indeed a family pet. But the curious thing is that it has never appeared in any episode of the show. Imagine how fun it would be to see it make an appearance, maybe in a scene where Bluey and Bingo try to feed it. Now, going back to the invisible pockets hidden in the dog's fur, I'm starting to believe it might actually be true. In the same episode, Frisky takes Radley's car keys so they can play a game of Catch the Mouse. Did you notice that she uses the flashlight on the keychain as if they were cats hunting a mouse? The scene is hilarious and shows just how clever and well thought out the quirky details in this show are. Speaking of cats, have you noticed that there are no real cats in the series? All we ever see are toy cats, like the ones at Bluey's house. There's also the Cat Squad, which seems to be the most popular show within the Bluey universe. But come to think of it, it would be strange to see dogs having cats as pets. Perhaps that's why the creators avoided showing real cats in the series. What do you think? Lastly, we have the classic detail of the solitary tennis ball painting on the beach. The Healer family loves tennis balls, and this is shown throughout the series. In the episode where Bandit slides down the stairs, we see the same painting of the tennis ball twice as he passes by. It's clear that tennis balls hold a special place in this family's heart. If you're a fan of great videos, check out these two we've picked for you. This first one is unmissable. We highly recommend it.